On today's episode of Pathmonk Presents, I have a very special guest with me joining today. Please welcome Santeri, who is the head of marketing for Clant. So for all of you who don't know, the platform is basically built in learning design elements, and they intuitively guide course creators to create better and more engaging, rewarding, and valuable online courses. But that's just a brief overview. Santeri is going to give us a huge insight, not only onto the solution they provide for in their industry, but also we get to learn more about him, his growth story, and overall what he does. Santeri, thank you so much for joining us today. It's an honor to have you on the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. So for all of our listeners out there, tell us, what does your company do overall?
Yeah, we are basically learning management software. That's like the overall category, but we don't really like that term. So we are like online learning platform or moreover. And what we do, we offer a platform where people can like teach and train themselves and their peers and colleagues and partners. And our whole story was like from the early days. I think it was like 15 years ago when our founders, they worked in Nokia, which is this old telephone company or mobile company, and they found out that these solutions are quite crappy what they're offering in their organization, like how you can train your teams in there and how you can solve that kind of problems. So they after they have like thought it out, they found this company, and the whole origin of the name Planet which is like quite hard name. I think it's more or less that it's like clan and education, so that's like Planet, and it's more or less the idea that we have those like social learning elements on our platform. So we have trainers who are putting those courses there, like people can learn from the trainers, but also from themselves and from each other. So that's the whole backstory of Planet and what we do. So basically we are software as a service company, which also have some human elements involved and not only the software.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks for giving me an insight, and also for like the background story as well. I really love that, and how the founders have created this solution overall. So now, how do your clients typically find you? What would you say is your top client acquisition channel?
Yeah, mostly we have like quite good situation. We are getting like referrals quite a lot. So more like oftentimes we can see that people are like just telling them then their friends that this solution could be for you. But also nowadays we have had like activities that we are getting more thought leadership on LinkedIn or other social medias as well. But LinkedIn is our main channel, and from there we are getting lots of traffic and lots of new leads, or at least some conversation starters. Also like organic search has been really valuable for us. But not too much of like paid channels just yet. We have had like really like bootstrapping kind of situation that we are trying to use our valuable money for like really wisely. So now we are just like going that direction that we can enhance our marketing activities with the paid side as well.
Yeah, definitely, and focusing on scaling up and building that awareness overall.
Yeah,
that's great. So now I want to switch gears here, and I want to talk about the website. So I understand websites are always an ongoing, never-ending thing, but in your own words, what would you say are the strengths of your company's website, and where are there opportunities for room for improvement as well?
Yeah, that's a funny story, because we just like 1 month ago we updated or made like huge revamp for our current web page, and it was like third time in 1 year that I did some website updates. So it was like those two first ones were like other company, but still the first advice would be from my side that you should never start a website project or making a new website if you are not like really like confident about it, because that's like huge work to do it. But we had to do it because our structure was like quite bad. So nowadays I think the good side or the pros of our web page would be that it's much easier book a demo or try for free. Those are like now much better that we had like in our previous page, and now we have also like better structure for different customer cases. So because we have like product trainings, what you can do on our platform, safety trainings you can do, or training companies can using our platform. So now we are starting developing those kind of landing pages and structures and contents that are useful for those audiences. But for the con side is that's like really new website. There's still like lots of errors, and there's still lots of testing and developing to do. So I don't even like know all the hiccups what we have there and what our customers are like struggling with right now. So that's the like that's the really like not the best feeling for marketer, that you don't really know that what's happening, why they are struggling. So that's my next task after my summer vacation.
Yeah, no, definitely. But it's really great how you guys have a plan and how you're going to include these customer centric methodologies onto the website to make it more easier as well. So I'm excited to see when the changes have been implemented. So,
yeah.
So now we're going to talk about you as a leader. So give us an insight. What do you do as the head of marketing? Who do you work with? Who do you report to? Who do you manage?
Yeah, I have had like a small marketing team. Nowadays we have just like a couple of guys in my marketing team. But the biggest thing, because we are just like really small company, we're under 15 people working in here. So the thing what I really want to do is activate all the different departments and divisions, or what you want to call it, just like thinking like marketing way. So they really want to understand the customers. They want to publish their own content on LinkedIn. They want to have like that kind of thought leadership. And actually our subject matter experts are involving like hugely in our blog posts and our websites and our videos. So most of the time we just like the marketing team wants to like orchestrate the whole thing behind the scenes, and then our experts are doing the things where they are best at, and those are the most valuable insights for our customers. So that's the thing what I really want to like pushing as a marketing leader.
Yeah, definitely. And it's really smart too, especially with, being able to understand the customer more and their needs. It'll be able to shape the strategy and then in tune make your job easier as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're getting close to the end of our interview, and I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions. Are you ready?
Yep.
Awesome. So with all the overwhelming amount of content that there is out there now for marketers, where do you go to learn, grow, and just keep up to date overall?
Nowadays I think Refine Labs has like really good content going on, and there's like lots of different other places as well. But what I'm really like of their different types of content, what they are producing, is they have like some original thinking behind it. And that's the thing what we need as marketers, that sometimes we are just like following too much, and we should have our own thoughts and doing our own thinking processes and understanding more customers. So then we can have like our own conclusions of what we should do next. So I think they have done really good job at like, and that the kind of thinking process behind it. And that's the reason why they're producing so good and valuable content for the marketers. Second place I would go is the future blog or video podcast kind of thing. This more like design focused, and that's not like it's not my area of expertise, but they have like good linking between the design and business and stuff. So that's I really want to learn some new things. So that's the thing why I like their material as well.
Awesome. So thanks for sharing those tips. That's definitely going to help as well. And also, with design, I get it can be very challenging, but I love the tips you recommended for that as well to be able to grow in that aspect, even if it's like not a strong suit, but a great example. So now, what is the one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today? Is there anything that you would do differently?
I think it's like don't take yourself too seriously. Sometimes like marketing is that kind of art that everybody has an opinion about it, and you have an opinion about yourself as well. And sometimes you're taking the task too seriously. So if you are not taking too seriously, then you have like better ideas, better thinking, and better processes as well. So if you can have a little bit loosening up your how you're doing things, you're getting even better results. So sometimes you have to just like shut down the computer and go walk outside, and then thinking what is like really matters, and then coming back, and then you have like better ideas, and don't take it too seriously. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love how you said it. Don't take it too seriously, because that I agree completely. I know I can take myself a little bit too serious sometimes, where it's like, okay, I need to step away, need to be more human, need to disconnect.
Yeah.
So now we're at the end of our interview today. And I want to thank you so much for joining us on the podcast. But I also want to give you the last word. If anyone were to forget about everything we've talked about today, what is the one thing you want them to remember about your company overall?
Yeah, the last thing is like I am more like philosophic behind now when I'm starting having my pitch in here. So because learning is the thing what is making us as humans. So I think that is the most important thing to do in your life and in your work. And that's the thing what we try to enhance as well as you're using our platform, that teams who are using it can share knowledge much faster. They can share it much easier, and they're like gathering insights and information and silent knowledge what they have in their companies. So if you want to do that kind of things, and having that, like sharing that competence is different for different people, then we are a good place to start and start sharing your knowledge to your peers. So I think that's the thing what we want to do in our company.
Amazing. Absolutely. So for all of the listeners out there, for anything that you need within helping with the learning platform, better ways to teach your colleagues and your peers, where to find Cland. Thank you so much again for joining us. It was our pleasure.
And thanks for having me.